Can I like hustle up?
He's dealt with.
Good. That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. You need to hitch him. He's already skittish.
So we're just chilling in this house for a little while then? A noise.
Michael, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, look what I found in the cellar. Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Michael. Look at her. Miss. Are you...
Oh, you fool! Michael!
Miss. Now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on.
Great going, Micah. Way to burn down the place we were gonna stay tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband, they...
Okay. Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs.
Ah.
He was my husband.
So I'm guessing that all those guys that were in the house had killed her husband, and then were probably, I don't know, keeping her hostage to do less than moral things with her.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there, but there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Is this a
Mr.
Holiday
Bell, you're
Inn?
with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
That's racist. You can't say that, Micah. It's 2018. We're too woke for that. Enter, pursued by an
He ain't been
enemy.
seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong. And he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape
He
again.
ain't been seen in 2...
Little Johnny fell down the
days.
well.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Well, we've got
Now?
quite the diverse cast of
Jeez.
characters.
We're pretty worried about him.
I know the situation were reversed. He looked for me.
Thank you.
I guess we'll go look for
This
little
way.
Johnny.
Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's too cold for this nonsense.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently. And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river.
Whoa!
Let's cross. See, they continue up that way.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are
Horse
horse
health is
tracks for
displayed in the
sure,
lower
but
left corner.
Could be anywhere.
Horse will collapse if his
Let's see where they lead.
health bar fully depletes.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets.
Sounds like it was maybe a heist gone
Watch out
wrong.
for this crevice. Dutch killed a girl in
We can go into first person.
a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
They continue along the cliff wall here. Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right.
Ooh, cinematic.
Damn snow's coming in hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
Change cinematic camera, press R3. Ah, very cinematic. Make a machinima. Alright, we won't do that too long. We'll do it every once in a while. It could be cool.
Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
Come on, boy. Horses are getting tired.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier. I mean, we can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Seems like a bad idea.
Come on, dude.
Probably check on the horse. How's
Hey,
the horse
look.
doing?
Over there. You see that?
I don't see anything. What am I supposed to see?
Whoa.
Oh, it's a body. Or a horse or something.
Riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us.
That's a waste of perfectly good bullets.
Come on. Up there.
Lead the way, Javier.
Yeah.
Someone was yelling for help.
He's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here.
We're gonna hitch him at.
Who
Only
knows
carry
what's
warrior
up
one
ahead?
sidearm at a time. You can swap your carry weapons with weapons stored on your horse. Sawed off. Okay.
Getting that gun then? Down this way.
What does the horse have cargo-wise? Nothing? What the weapons you got? Just the sawed off in that? Alright, we got a sawed-off shotgun. Let's go. We're gonna cause an avalanche. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna die.
Careful here.
You sure about this?
Is that John?
It's coming from this way.
Okay,
Near that we're high up here.
you're telling me.
Stamina is displayed in the lower left corner. Outer bar depletes when you run, jump, or climb.
There's a
Level
drop
of inner
here.
core. Influence how quickly your stamina refills.
Watch out here. Watch your head here. Okay, from here.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close
Stamina is
to the wall.
depleted. Movement speed will be
Up
limited.
this way. Gap here.
What do I need to... Item effects are shown at the bottom of the statue. Eat provision with the stamina core icon to refill your stamina core. So we can get some canned kidney beans. Or baked beans. I guess we eat the kidney beans because that's what gives me the most stamina.
Come on. We're coming, John.
Is this John? Have we confirmed that this is John who's yelling for help?
Damn, it's cold.
Let's keep moving then. Come on. John!
John!
It's Arthur and Javier.
John!
Javier.
John, can you hear me? John, where are you?
Marston, you hear me?
It is John Marston.
That's John. We're coming. He's down here.
Down here! All right! Hot down, Marston! That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
So is this a prequel to Red Dead 1 then? Because that looks very young to be John Marston from what I remember seeing of him in Red Dead 1.
I don't feel too good neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Or maybe it's like his son, maybe it's like John Marston Jr., maybe? I don't have any idea. It's probably a prequel. That's what I'm feeling, at least.
Well, we can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
I'm sure you did.
You all right?
Are we gonna have to walk the whole way back, or can we just get over this hill and just like
Hopefully this will
get a
lead us out.
cutscene? Oh, that's a problem. We're in the gray
Look
now.
up there.
Perfect.
Get out your shotgun.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go. Draw them off.
Okay, here we go, John. We'll lead them to Arthur.
Here.
Sorry, doggos. Or wolfos, I had
Okay,
to
let's
do
get
that.
going before any more of these bastards show up.
Would you like some help? You want to just hop on my horsey. This is not where we left these horses. How do we hop on the horse? Triangle? That makes sense. It's the same as like the car button, I guess. Alright, Javier, let's go.
Come on then. Let's get back to the other.
Oh. Oops.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
You can't die. You have to be around for Red Dead 1.
Up there? More of them. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Look out on the right.
Oh shoot.
More coming in on the left. Adelante de mí. Get out of here.
John, what, or Arthur, where are you going?
Get out of here. You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so.
Not yet, at least.
You still with us, Marston? Just about.
You're gonna be okay. We have some shelter now.
Thanks for coming for me.
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
Should ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose the scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
Your horse is gonna
You know-
freeze.
We're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar. So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
Nah, it's a little too
Come on.
detailed.
Let's push hard and get back.
Just say
Those
you're
buildings
like
up ahead,
the
John.
Joker.
That's where we camped. Nearly there. Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here?
Hello? Where is
We get
everybody?
some help. We need some help
There we
here.
go.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Oh, come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank
You
you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. I suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization?
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
We've been running for weeks.
Hey,
We found
it's just a
shelter.
scratch.
Been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait to thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
Yeah, didn't he say it's May? Events and interesting locations are noted in your journal as you explore. Hold this button to view it.
Strong. We get warm. And we wait. When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here. Warm enough.
I guess.
We've been running for weeks. I mean, running more than usual. I'm gonna read this with an accent. The job they was pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, it turned into a disastrophe. Young Jenny got killed, poor thing, while Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed. Nobody seems sure which. Dutch shot a girl. I'm not too sure if by accident or design, and it seems it might have been a setup. We took to the hills in an almighty scramble, leaving money and most of our things behind. Hang on a minute. So I hit the chapter button. We had a picture of a little horsey. Ooh.
Stay strong, Hosea.
Planning to carry out the job, then flee into the wilderness out west. Next day, Hosea and I carry out our scam and join him. Dutch seems happy and excited. He's talking again about California, but he's also talking a lot about other places. Micah and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry. I should probably just go back. Alright. I bought this new journal after last one got destroyed in that fire all those months ago, whenever it was. Haven't written or drawn much in the past few months, but I was missing it more than I thought I would, and finally near a store, so here I am, I guess. After all that business up north with the fire, we spent a few months in the wilderness, traveling down from the northern grizzlies. Stuck mostly in the western foothills of the mountains during the worst of the winter. Food was usually fine and life was good. Dutch had a lead for some land we were going to buy, but the land did not match up to his criteria, or he got spooked. We were being watched by the law, and that somebody knew who he was, and we never bought it, and we were wandering still. Picked up a couple new folk in the grizzlies. Jenny, a sweet young girl we met at an abandoned roadside, and Micah, an outlaw Dutch met in a bar someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah, who's pretty hot-headed, argumentative, and full of himself. Hosea and I are less sure. Guess we shall see. Eventually we came out of the wilderness and are now holed up outside of Blackwater, although sometimes I stay in town hunting for opportunities. I might be onto something. We got plenty of money, and the trail we took was torturous and slow. Nobody could have followed us south and east or figured out where we was heading. We was thinking about California, but then Dutch and Hosea brought us down to Blackwater. Blackwater has apparently grown a whole lot since any of them was last here. I was told to expect little more than a trading post, but the city is growing fast, and it's almost a small city. Or the place growing fast is almost a small city. Town seems to be riddled with corruption, but there's certainly plenty of money here. It's good to be sleeping in a bed from time to time and living a more civilized life after so long under canvas, but I do not particularly like being this near to a town. We're living here, camping outside mostly, hidden in plain sight, I guess. Life seems pretty easy. Abigail and Marston keep arguing. I wonder why exactly he came back. He cannot seem to decide if he wants to be a father to that boy of his or not. The arguing is exhausting. I heard talk of a man sounded like Trelawney, but we haven't seen him for many months. Hosea and I are onto something pretty big. Might be a lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate scam Hosea thinks he may have discovered. I am not sure yet. The perfect crime, we think. One where we rob crooks. We are being real careful. It's fun working with Hosea again. The man is an artist of nonsense. Even if nothing comes of it, we have an amusing enough time. It's good to be running scams again. Hosea is a born huckster. He's getting anxious, worried that by lingering in town we are going to bring undue attention on ourselves. But Dutch thinks he's also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by boat, apparently. So for now, we are working on both things and seeing what happens. Plans to flee west into desert country someplace if we can. Micah and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry in town. They think it's laden with riches, cash coming in for the banks, coming in by boat. For once, I am not getting involved in the job. Hosea and I are too taken up with our business, which I believe could go very well, and Dutch seems confident that with the group assembled, all will be okay. Okay, so we've read this already. There's that picture we've seen. There's a little horsey. That's we already read. Then as we were fleeing east over the grizzlies, an almighty storm hit us. Davy Callender, who had got shot in the gut on the raid, passed away. It was brutal to watch, and the rest of us nearly froze, but we found shelter and have been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we await the thaw. Davy Rip. I'm guessing that's what that means. And then there's the camp we found. Hardly the spring I've been hoping for. Hosea and I had been planning a robbery of our own in Blackwater, but I guess it's been abandoned along with most of what I owned. I am profoundly concerned as to what happens next once we leave this place or the law finds us cowering up here. Found a girl, well, a woman I should say. Her husband had been murdered by some of Colm O'Driscoll's boys. Nasty business. And that's it. Alright. Lots of reading. Gotta catch up on the story. I don't know if any of that was from Red Dead 1, because again, haven't played the game. Taking everything. Continue playing to unlock your bonus content. Should probably close the door.